Alright, so I'm making this video to show my build, my Crusader build, and to show how it plays. So right now, as you can see, I'm top 10 in the leaderboards for challenge rifts. My max challenge rift right now is 35. So basically, I'm going to show the entire build and how it plays. Right now, I'm not playing the build optimally because I'm not level 55 and I haven't gone to level 100 through the Paragon. Once you reach all that, then you would basically have basically as good as possible. And when you have max reforge, or not reforge, max upgrades ranks on your weapons and items. But basically what you're going to want to have, there's 2 items that you're going to want to have. Pavis of 10 wings, because it gives you spinning shield, now spirals around you and does not return. So it'll just spiral around you and attack enemies. And you're going to want to have spring back chain, which increases spinning shield's damage by 10%. The rest is extra, the rest you don't need. But I'll say what I have. So for shoulders, I have Wind the Blessed Pauldrons, which I don't really use at all. I just have them for the default magic properties and the damage, etc. But the legendary power is Conjuration of Light, duration increased by 30%. I don't use Conjuration of Light. I'm just using the item for its default, magical powers and upgrades and attributes. Then we have Squire's Trues. It allows you to carry a passenger while using draw and quarter. I don't really play in groups of people. I've been playing the game solo the entire time so far, so this is kind of useless, but like I said, I use it for its upgrades, magical properties, and attributes, because it's the best possible ones I have at the moment, so I get another legendary item. And then next, this one is okay, because I am using, what do they call it? It's kind of useless, but I guess it's okay. As you can see, its properties are really, really good, mainly because I've upgraded it a lot. But its attributes are as well really good. Its magical properties increased attack speed, which is also superb. Increased attack speed is just excellent. But its legendary power is pretty shit. It's Gathering Sweep Inscription. So sweep attack pulls all enemies it strikes towards you. Now, this skill is pretty good, but as you can see, it still has a small range of attack. What you're optimally going to want to use with this build is not that, because you already have draw and quarter. Draw and quarter isn't going to, or sweep attack isn't going to replace draw and quarter. So there's really no point to draw enemies towards you with your sweep attack. So what you're going to want to replace, if you can, if you have a good enough item, is this, Long Palm. You're going to want to use Long Palm. It does the Thunderbolt Inscription, which basically allows sweep attack to attack all enemies around you. So instead of it being like, oh, it just pulls them towards you, now sweep attack literally has a widespread attack, and it draws all enemies towards you. But as you can see, Closing Jaws has far better raw damage output in terms of just everything. It's just an extremely powerful legendary. But optimally, you would want to get a legendary. You would want to get this legendary Long Palm, just better than I have right now. So right now I'm going to use it just to show how it would play optimally, even though really I'm not playing it optimally because my damage output is so low. But I'm going to show anyways what it should be playing like. So really those are the items you need, these 3. Those 3. Spring back chain, Pavis of 10 wings, and Long Palm. Accuracy rating is trash. Doesn't do anything. It literally affects nothing on your character. People are going to say, oh, it affects this and that, but it really doesn't affect anything. So, really, to get through the challenge, I'm going to do the challenge rifts. I'm going to show you how the build plays in other rifts. Because challenge rifts can take a lot of luck and randomization. So basically, when you're playing this build, you're going to want to have these 5 skills. You're going to want to have spinning shield, draw and quarter, sweep attack, and optimally you're going to want to have holy banner. But if holy banner, your holy banner gets destroyed too easily, then you're going to want to just switch to concentration or consecration. On Elder Rifts, your holy banner shouldn't disappear as fast. See how it's health? It has a health bar. So basically what I mean by disappearing is if you're fighting strong enough enemies, your holy banner will get one shot and it'll just disappear instantly, giving you no chance to use its attributes. If that happens, if your holy banner gets one shot, you're going to want to switch to concentration or consecration, because your holy banner isn't going to do anything. So optimally, you're going to want to have holy banner. As you can see, holy banner is just destroys. It just obliterates all enemies in its path. But like I said, if the enemies you're fighting are too powerful and they destroy it in one hit, then just switch it out. Switch it out for concentration. So pretty much all you're going to want to do when you play this build is you're going to want to use draw and quarter. You're going to want to get a huge group like this. Find some elites if you can. And you're going to want to wait. Oh, and wallers, you're going to want to watch out for any walls in terms of like minions attributes. When it comes to like walls in the terrain, that won't matter. It won't make a difference. But when it comes to minion attributes, the walls will basically destroy your shields before they can actually hit anybody. Basically, what you're going to want to do when you get a big group, drop Holy Banner, and just use all of your shields. And it'll just destroy everything in its path. And then rinse and repeat. Get another group. Use draw and quarter. Get another group. Let's get another group. We got these guys. See if we can find some elites. Oh, we found some elites. So let's go get the elites. I'm kind of stuck. That's alright. So let's get them all in the group. And then drop the banner and just use all your shields and just destroy. Like I said, if your banner gets destroyed too easily, if the health bar reaches 0 in less than a millisecond like that, then that means the enemies you're fighting are too powerful, and doesn't mean you can't kill them, just means they're too powerful for you to use the banner at the moment. So don't use the banner when that happens. If that happens, don't use the banner. Use concentration so that it will actually do damage and will actually have a skill that alters your attack output. Because basically, if your banner gets destroyed too easily, but you keep it there, even though you know it's not doing anything, you're going to have basically an empty skill slot. Where the banner is will basically be an empty skill slot because it's not doing anything. Alright, so let's get another group. Like I said, use draw and quarter. It's easy. Just boom, boom, try and grab them all. And then drop the banner. And then just destroy. And there you go. Now when you get to the bosses are going to be a lot harder. Because it just doesn't work as well with, you know, the spinning shield. So what I like to do is I like to just attack him with regular attacks. On challenge rifts, you won't be able to do this, actually, so I'll show you what to do with challenge rifts. You're going to want to dodge everything when you're doing challenge rifts. They just get way too hard. The amount of damage that the enemies will output will not allow you to tank everything, ever. So just wait. On challenges, you're going to want to wait and just rinse and repeat everything again and again and again. Just like you do with the enemies. but you're going to want to dodge. You're not going to want to go in and attack like this. You're not going to want to attack like this. Alright, now I'm doing that because I'm only doing another rift. So I can afford to get it to be attacked. But on challenge rifts, that's not going to be the case. You're going to get obliterated if you do that. You're going to get destroyed. So you're going to want to kite them, use your shields, drop your banners if you can. If the banners don't get destroyed, drop them, and rinse and repeat. And just keep dodging. Don't do this in challenge rifts. Do not attack like this. If you get your super, your ultra, then you can attack like this. You can go in because obviously you're going to have shields. But if you don't, you're not going to want to do that. So that's pretty much how it's done. Dungeons, it's the same exact thing. Dungeons are even easier because they basically scale until you reach, until you actually do difficulties, until you unlock Hell 1 and 2. But yeah, pretty much that's it. So challenge rifts are going to be the same exact thing. You're going to want to be a lot more. You're going to want to be a lot more cautious. You want to try and dodge as much as possible, especially when you're in like the top 10, and you're at the at like 35 to 40. You're going to want to fucking dodge everything. You're not going to want to just go in like I was. So after you get these items, just upgrade them. Just upgrade these 3. I recommend you upgrade these, but you don't have to. Oh, and what I recommend is that the highest attribute gain percentage that you get in a legendary gem, you put on your weapon. Because damage is going to be your best bet. I guarantee you. Vitality, willpower, all that other shit is not, and fortitude, those are not going to matter. Damage, strength, and like just damage itself is going to be your best option. So, see how it says 60%? I equipped the one with the highest percentage on my weapon. My shields, you're going to want to equip the second highest, because that also does damage. Well, it depends. It can do damage, it can do defense. It depends what shield you get. Mine did damage, so I put the second best. And then etc, etc. The rest you're just going to want to put on everything else. Who gives a shit? They don't do anything. But the best 2 you get, you're going to want to put on your damage items. So this would be cool to put. It would be cool to put the 60% on here. If you didn't have a shield that did damage, you'd want to put it on something else, you know. So my helmet does damage. You want to put it on something like that. You get the point. You just want to focus on damage. You want to focus those legendary gem percentages on damage. What their attribute is does not really matter, honestly. It doesn't really do anything. For instance, this one says your attacks have a 10% chance to call chain lightning. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't do enough damage. 729 damage is not a lot at all. My default attacks do about 20k when I have the banner down and I'm using a blessed shield. So they don't matter. Another example. 7% increased critical hit chance when attacking from behind. You're probably not going to be attacking from behind because you're just going to be killing things instantly. And if you're doing challenge rifts, you're not going to have time to, make sure you're attacking from behind. You're not going to have time for that. So just the percentage is all that matters. The gain 60% of socketed items base attributes. The base attribute percentage is all that matters. Just equip it on your highest damage items. And just go from there. Like I said, if your weapon isn't powerful enough either, you're going to want to just go for something else. Go for something that you know you're going to use, but doesn't, even if its legendary attribute doesn't really help, like this one helps a lot. Like this will deal damage. But the legendary attribute doesn't help a lot, but its default attributes help a lot. You're going to want to go for the default attributes. Sadly, that's kind of just how the game is right now. You can't really, like, reforge or anything like that. It's kind of just, like, it's kind of fucked. See how my damage just got boosted? You're going to want to go for this. because sweep attack isn't your main attack. Even though ultimately you're going to want to use that, sweep attack isn't your main attack. Your blessed shield is. So as long as you have enough damage and it upgrades your blessed shield and it does better with blessed shield, you're just going to want to go with as high as possible. So if you don't have a good long palm, then you're going to want to use something else, a different weapon that does more damage than long palm. But if you have a really good long palm and it's your best damage output weapon, then equip it and use sweep. And you're going to be doing bits. Alright, so that's going to be it, I guess. That's the build for Crusader. It's extremely devastating. Even when I'm not even max level, it just obliterates. It's so good that these two items, Springback Chain and Pevus of the 10 Wings, I've been using those since like my first 2 or 3 hours of gameplay, and I've been playing for like hundreds of hours already. Okay, never mind. That's not true. Obviously, the game hasn't been out that long. You get what I mean. I've been playing the game for a long ass time already, and those have been my best legendary items. I've gotten legendary shields and legendary chest plates, and they just weren't as good as those. That just proves how broken Blessed Shield pretty much is. Even if you get a legendary item of that caliber, but it's not even up to par and up to level, its legendary power is still going to be good enough to keep you running throughout the entire game, or at least throughout the entire alpha. So that's going to be it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Yeah. Peace.